somebody explain what we're doing.
Right now we're going to just check the bolts.
Alright, right now we're what?
We're checking the wipers and the bolts. We go through and make sure all the turn signals, license plate, high beams, everything's working the way it's supposed to be.
Turn your headlights back on. Here's the other white lights.
Right on. And we got an issue going on there. So now we're just going to run through. We're going to check the the fluids. We'll check the air filter, test the battery, see where that tests out at. Just look for overall any possible issues. If there's some damaged wires, if the hoses are starting to swell, if there's causes for leaks, and yeah, we'll get started on that.
That first time you came here, you got the oil change, right?
Yes.
Oil filter. Oil filter.
Yeah. And test the battery real quick.
And what's in that casement?
This is going to be the air filter. So we just got to remove a few screws so we can get a look at it. And then once I've got that loose and out of the way, we'll have a little better view of the belt, so we'll check that while we're in there. And when I get to that point, I'll have you come over and you'll be able to see a little better as to what I'm looking for. Okay.
Oh, I'm going?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, okay.
And Andy, what are you doing?
I'm topping off the washer for it. It looks like he's been going through quite a bit with his highway miles.
As we can see, this air filter's getting a little dirty. Starting to get some heavy dust buildup in between. You can still kind of see a light coming through it. And if you'd like to come over, I can show you and get a look at the belt here and what we're checking. So as you can see, there's a little bit of wear here. It's starting to wear out where the ribs would be on the inside. This piece will show roughly how worn the inside of the belt edge is. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see how I'm testing it real well in this video, but you can see some of the wear that's starting to show up here. This car in particular has about 213,000 miles on it, so odds are this probably isn't the original, but definitely going to be recommending one soon. So right now we're testing the battery. We're going to test it by the cold cranking amps, which is how the battery is rated. A lot of times it's on a sticker on the side or the top. This one's on the top. It's a little hard to see in there. But as you can see, we're looking at a 600 cold cranking amp battery. So Andy's going to go ahead and plug in the information on our tester and it'll let us know where the battery is at.
So he's looking pretty good here. Cold cranking's at 100%.
Okay.
All right, see what you're looking for.
All right, so right now we're just kind of going over, checking for any fluid leaks. We can see a little bit of stains starting to build up from the valve cover here. But the more concerning is this coolant that's over on the side of the engine here. If you want to get that camera in there, you can see some of the orange fluid built up in there.
I don't know if I can see that. Yeah, kinda. Oh, there it is. Da-da-da-da.
So we do have signs of a coolant leak. We'll be recommending the customer to do a pressure test so that we can get a better idea of exactly what is starting to leak and cause this issue. You could also hear when I brought the vehicle in that the cooling fan was running on high. So a lot of times that's indicative of a coolant leak or a sensor starting to fail.
Because a lot of people don't know what kind of program we're using.
So right now I'm just going to go through, fill out some of our inspection information here. Everything we do is digital. You'll be able to see updates as we do them. We can send you live notes right off to the side, as well as pictures, videos, and a brief description of what we're finding, so that you don't have to be in shop to actually see it and make sense of it. You can get it in an email, a text, and that way we can better inform our customers of what we've got going on and do it in a very timely manner. So right now we're just plugging in a scanner. We're going to go through, check any systems. We're going to figure out why that check engine light is on. He's got TPMS light on. We're going to see how many sensors aren't reading and just see why the check engine light's on. We're not going in depth into a full diagnosis just yet, but we can give them an idea of what codes have been found in the system and then allow them to figure out how they'd like to address it. So right now I'm just hooking up the scanner. We're going to get it loaded up and run it through the systems. Once again, we'll see what check engine light codes are coming up and possibly any other codes that are in any of the systems that might not have a warning light. Possible HVAC issues. Or some, it would be your heating, air conditioning, and different sensors through that system. So there are sensors in the dash for temperature, some vehicles track humidity, so there can be issues with those that just aren't seen by a warning light on the dashboard. Okay. And then this will just take a moment to run through as it tests the different systems. So right now I'm just entering in some of the different codes and issues that we found just with our health report check, so that the customer has an idea of some of the codes that are in their systems. There are quite a few in the body control module that didn't show up on the dashboard. So we'll have a few ideas of different things going on here.
And then you're putting it into the inspection where he can see what we're doing.
Yes.
Self-explanatory, isn't it?
Right now, we're going to be setting a lift, so we're going to get the vehicle up in the air, get a check of the suspension, look for any additional leaks or issues underneath.
What are you feeling for, Andy?
Just a little
The pinch weld
under there. Right now we're looking for any like knocking, shaking, or movement, or rattling. Any of the linkages or ball joints.
It's going to even hold. So as well as checking suspension, we're going to check for any abnormal tire wear or anything like that. The back edge of this tire is starting to wear a little rough. It's starting to cup. So if I spin the tire with my hand on it, you'll be able to kind of see, you'll see my fingers start to bounce riding that tire edge. That should be nice and smooth. these are starting to get real choppy on the inside. So that does cause a noise going down the road. It's not as smooth as this edge here, so that's definitely an alignment issue. So on top of checking for abnormal wear in the tires, checking for loose suspension, we are going to check and see what the tire measures out at. This one, obviously, you see this is going to come in pretty low. We're looking about 2/32 left to this tire. So we're definitely going to be recommending a set of tires with this as well. Vehicle up, we're going to get a look at suspension again. We're going to double check for any other leaks that we might not have been able to see from above. We'll get a look at the brakes, just kind of peek through the back and stuff while we still got the wheels on, see if we can see any abnormal wear, see roughly how much is left on the brake pads. So as we head from above, we have quite a bit of a coolant leak going on here. We've definitely got some stains from some oil leaks as well. As we said before, this car has 213,000 miles on it, so it's going to start to have some wear and tear showing up on it.
So we're checking the tire pressure. Each one's got to be up to 35 pounds. Some are a little bit over.
You got a glare on it. Bring it. Show it again. There you go. Good.
Got a general inspection of the vehicle taken care of. We've submitted all the findings on our digital inspection. So we're going to lower the vehicle down, move it over to the alignment rack and address what the customer originally came in for. Get an idea how bad the alignment is, and we'll get that adjusted while they decide if they want to proceed further with their coolant leaks, check engine light, or any other concerns that we've found.